had something stuck in my nose. Good evening, everybody. Mary Sloan. Mary Sloan, we want you to try my 7-day thing for free. Welcome aboard. Yeah, we've got a good group here tonight, folks. And it is 8:01, T-minus 4 minutes till liftoff. T-minus 4 minutes. Make some phone calls. Tell your friends what we are up to. T-minus 4 minutes and counting. How to dose supplements for kids. I'm your host, Dr. Peter Glidden. Welcome aboard. Thanks for logging in. Happy to have you here tonight. Yeah, the Trinidadians. I had the best lecture I've ever given. I've lectured all over the world, I guess. Lectured in Canada, lectured in the United States, lectured in the Caribbean, lectured in Trinidad. I'm going to be going to Nassau in the Bahamas in a couple of months, all over the United States, and the best crowd that I ever lectured to ever was in Trinidad. It was just such a great reception. Dustin in Salt Lake City loved my book. Thanks for the props, Dustin. I had fun writing it. You can buy it on Kindle now. You can get it through your Kindle at Amazon.com. So check it out. Spread the word. Glad that you loved it. Welcome aboard, everybody. Dr. Peter Glidden here. That's two. They always come in threes, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard, Dr. Peter Glidden. This is my introduction to longevity. New Jersey is not in the future, Tamuri. It could be. If you get a big enough group together, then either myself or Dr. Wallach will be inclined to come on down. Our time is at a premium now, and we're parsing ourselves out to the groups that are the most active, that are producing the most results. So if you can get a big enough group, then I will come down with bells on. T-minus 2 minutes and counting, 45 people in the house. Welcome aboard, everybody. Let's see who's new. Amelia from Cape Coral. Who else? Cornelius. Hello, Cornelius. Efren Toledo. Hello, Efren. Long time no see. Effie Linda. Matt Tokoff is hitting it out of the park tonight, by the way. Gay is here. G. Walker in Pennsylvania. James W. Smart in Edmonds, Washington, making him the smartest man in class. Who else has snuck in under the radar here? Oh, Mark Hovsepian. Hello, Mark. Welcome aboard. Mark Shaw. I think I already said hello to Mark Shaw. Michael Johnson. Reenie from Michigan. Reenie's here. Thanks a lot, everybody. Such a pleasure to be here with you. 8:04. We have T-minus 15 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds and counting. Welcome aboard. I am Dr. Peter Glidden, and this is my How to Dose Supplements for Kids health webinar, and we are going to kick it off right now. Thank you for logging in. Yes, Ashley, I am recording the meeting. Thank you for the heads up. I appreciate that. And the recording is starting right now. All right, hello everybody. Today is the 28th day of March 2013. This webinar is being recorded. It is How to Dose Supplements for Kids Effectively with the 90 for Life longevity nutritional supplements that we are advocates of. I'm Dr. Peter Glidden. For the new folks in the house, I'm a licensed naturopathic physician. I have over 20 years of clinical experience that I bring to the table in educating folks about science-based, clinically verified alternatives to drugs and surgery. And of course, we've all got kids, And everybody wants to know, well, holy smokes, how am I going to give this stuff to kids? Let me kick this off by saying, I've been doing medical nutrition here as a naturopathic doctor for 24 plus years. I've had 24 years of clinical experience. And before I met Dr. Wallach, who is the founder of Youngevity, I got good results. And, you kind of have to be a knucklehead not to get good results as a naturopathic doctor. And since I've been following Dr. Wallach's methods, the results that I've seen eclipse anything that I had previous experience with. One of the reasons why Dr. Wallach's therapeutics, as delivered through the Youngevity family of distributors and the Youngevity product line of nutritional supplements, is because Dr. Wallach's method is the only method on the planet that doses their nutritional supplements according to body weight. And really, this just makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, doesn't it make sense that someone who's 300 pounds would need a different dose than someone who's 100 pounds? Someone who's 50 pounds would need a different dose than someone who's 200 pounds. Well, one of the secrets to the success of the Youngevity product line is the dosage schedule. And the dosage schedule is determined appropriate by body weight. And this is what we're going to be talking about tonight. And to set the stage, $25 million of federally funded research, 26,000 autopsies, and 10 million blood chemistries and histopathologies showed us that there are 90 essential nutrients that the human body needs, 90. And a nutrient is defined as essential if you need it, but you can't make it. Cholesterol, for instance, is very essential for your health, but it's not considered an essential nutrient because the human body can make cholesterol if you're not eating enough cholesterol. If you're not consuming cholesterol in large enough proportions, your liver can actually make it. Fascinating. But the 90 essential nutrients that you need to have a healthy heart and a healthy brain and a healthy liver and a healthy gallbladder and healthy skin and healthy whatever, the 90 essential nutrients that you need must be imported into the human body every day. However, and this, by the way, is why you will see the phrase 90 for life emblazoned across most Youngevity nutritional supplements and most packages and most brochures on the Youngevity website. 90 for life. This is what this refers to, the 90 essential nutrients. However, one of the reasons that everybody is sick in the world is because medical doctors have no training, no experience, no respect, and no appreciation for clinical nutrition. They have none. MDs, bless their hearts, are trained in drugs and surgery only. That's it. And you cannot fix a nutrient deficiency with a drug. The reason that everybody is sick and that everybody is suffering and that chronic illness is going through the roof is because nobody has all 90 essential nutrients in their body. Why? Because it's impossible to get all 90 essential nutrients from food. Well, why is that? Well, the lion's share of the 90 nutrients are the minerals. Minerals are 66% of your body's essential nutrient needs. The only problem with minerals is the only person that can make them is God. Plants cannot make minerals and animals cannot make minerals. Minerals are found in the soil, but they're not evenly spread out in the soil. They exist in veins in the soil, like chocolate in chocolate ripple ice cream. So by way of metaphor, right, if the chocolate here were minerals, then over here we've got lots of calcium, over here we've got lots of selenium, over here we've got lots of zinc, but here we've got none. And here we've got none, and here we've got none, and here we've got some. Here's another way to look at this. Here's a map of selenium. Selenium is a very important mineral for cancer prevention. It's very important for cancer prevention. Selenium supplementation at 200 micrograms of selenium. 200 micrograms of selenium, which is a teeny-weeny amount, reduces the occurrence of breast cancer by 82%. It's an extremely important nutrient. 82% reduction in the occurrence of breast cancer from selenium. very important. Here's a map of selenium deposition in the soil in the U.S., and here's the legend. Pinkish color is lots and lots and lots of selenium. I guess that's more of a fuchsia. Lots and lots of selenium, and the further we go down on the chart, the less and less there is. So look, if you're eating organically grown vegetables and they're harvested here, there's no selenium in them. If they happen to be grown here, there's a ton of selenium in them. Who knew? Well, look, you need 60 minerals. Selenium is one. This is one map. There are 59 other maps, and they're all different. There's no place on the planet where all 60 minerals come together in the soil. They're just not there. Which leads to the inevitable conclusion that unless you are supplementing with minerals and vitamins and essential nutrients, your body is running on empty. Here's a good way to look at it. If this tank right here metaphorically represents your body's nutrient needs, your body needs to be topped off every day with the 90 essential nutrients. Topped off. But because nobody knows this, and because nobody is supplementing appropriately, and because everybody is just hoping to get the nutrients that their body needs from food, and that's a fool's errand, this is what most of us have. This is what most of us have just from eating. Less than half. Less than half of your nutrient needs can be met just from eating from the 4 food groups. And then we experience the stress of life. The stress of life comes rolling in, wears away at our reserves, and now we're running on empty, and so now things start to break. So we get arthritis, or type 2 diabetes, or high blood pressure, or fibromyalgia, or insomnia, or anxiety and panic attacks, or restless legs at night in bed, or an underactive thyroid, or obesity, or heartburn, for goodness sake. Most chronic diseases that people go to a physician's office for have their root cause in nutrient deficiencies. You don't get high blood pressure because you have a bad gene. You get high blood pressure because your body's run out of the stuff it needs to keep your blood pressure normal. You don't get arthritis because you have a bad gene. You get arthritis because your joints have run out of the nutrients they need to maintain their health. It's that simple. Now, Dr. Wallach, the founder of Longevity, in his wisdom, put together a family of nutritional supplements called the Healthy Start Pack. And the Healthy Start Pack provides you with all 90 essential nutrients appropriate for your body weight. One Healthy Start Pack gives you all 90 essential nutrients appropriate for your body weight. And, like the cherry on top of the cake, he also developed a liquid mineral supplement which provides your body with all of the minerals that it needs. One Healthy Start Pack is about $115 US, and one plant-derived minerals is $20, $19 US. Not bad. Now, what we focus on here at Longevity is the Healthy Start Pack. And this is what we're going to be talking about tonight, because one Healthy Start Pack provides your body with all 90 essential nutrients that it needs appropriate for your body weight. And the Healthy Start Pack, which gives you all 90 essential nutrients, is made up of 3 things: Beyond Tangy Tangerine, essential fatty acids, and a product called EFA Plus, and a liquid calcium, it's Osteo FX Plus. So we're going to be talking about tonight how to dose these 3 things plus one other for kids. Because remember, kids weigh less than adults, and because all of this is dosed based on your body weight, kids don't need as much as we do, and kids are more finicky than we are, generally speaking. So we're going to be talking about different strategies and also different dosage schedules this evening about the big 3. The big 3 components of the Healthy Start Pack: the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the EFA Plus, and the Osteo FX Plus. So let's get her started. Now, Beyond Tangy Tangerine, which of course is the first component of the Healthy Start Pack. Again, let's look at it here. It's this stuff right here. Beyond Tangy Tangerine. This is a multivitamin, multi-mineral, multi-amino acid, antioxidant nutritional powder. By the way, I don't know if you're aware of this, but this particular product took 4 years of research and development to come up with. It is the most sophisticated, most potent, most jam-packed, multivitamin, multi-mineral, multi-amino acid, multi-antioxidant supplement on the face of the earth. And I don't know if you've ever been a house painter or if you've had to deal with house paint, but when you leave the jar of paint on the shelf for a couple of months and then you go to open it up, it's stratified, right? The solids have separated from the liquids in the jar. And also, I don't know if you've ever noticed, but you buy a big box of cereal at the store, big box of cornflakes, and you bring it home and you open it up and the cornflakes have settled. I mean, they're less than half of what the box is, right? They've settled all the way down to the bottom. Well, the same thing happens with nutritional supplements. There are 125 fruits and vegetables in one bottle of Beyond Tangy Tangerine, plus vitamins, plus minerals, plus amino acids. And in order to keep all of that stuff from separating out in the package and put it together in a form that makes it dissolve instantly when you mix it into water and not get all clumpy, this was a feat of biochemical engineering which is unrivaled in the vitamin industry. This one nutritional supplement, just the way that it was manufactured, just the molecular form that the stuff is in, is extremely sophisticated and on the cutting edge of medical science. And it never separates, it never stratifies. It's always the same from bottle to bottle, and it's unbelievable in its sophistication. All right? Now, we dose the Beyond Tangy Tangerine in water or juice. The best way to do this is to dissolve it in water or juice, and here's the recommended dosage schedule. Per day, if you're 10 pounds, it's a half a teaspoon in 8 ounces minimum. A half a teaspoon in 8 ounces. 20 pounds, 1 teaspoon in 10 ounces. 30 pounds, 1.5 teaspoons in 12 ounces of water. 40 pounds, 2 teaspoons in 14 ounces of water, or juice or liquid. I don't really care what you put it in. 14, this is ounces of liquid, and I don't really care what the liquid is. As long as it doesn't have bubbles if you're drinking it with a meal, right? And if you're at 50 pounds, your child is at 50 pounds, the recommendation is 1 level scoop. There's a little blue scoop inside the Beyond Tangy Tangerine bottle. It's 1 level scoop in a minimum of 16 ounces of water. And no matter what your dosage, whether it's a half a teaspoon in 8 ounces or 1 level scoop in 16 ounces, one of the keys, one of the secrets to the success of the Beyond Tangy Tangerine is you drink it slowly. All right? Don't just slug it down and gulp it down. Sip from it slowly over the course of, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour. All right? Take your time with the Beyond Tangy Tangerine and encourage your kids to do the same. Now, this entire PowerPoint presentation is going to be available as part of your subscription in the back office tomorrow. It'll be there by noon Central Time tomorrow, so you'll just be able to download the entire PowerPoint presentation, okay? So you'll be able to cut and copy and paste these slides wherever you want on your own computer, okay? So you don't need to worry about frantically scrambling all of this stuff down, okay? I've made it easy for you. But this is how we do it for kids. If you're 10 pounds, it's a half a teaspoon and 8 ounces of water and so forth and so on, okay? It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Now, there's other ways to do the Beyond Tangy Tangerine besides just putting it in water or juice and drinking it down. So, we're dealing with kids. We need to think outside the box, so here's a really good way to think outside the box. This is one of Matt Tokoff's children, by the way. Good job, Matt. Let's all give Matt Tokoff a round of applause. He's really gone above and beyond in his manufacturing of slides and photographs and graphics to help us forward our message here. This is one of them. This is one of Matt's kids. Name is Gable. guess what? You can make Beyond Tangy Tangerine into popsicles. How about that? There's the popsicle mold right here. So you mix it up in the same dilution, right? And then you pour it into the popsicle mold, and voila, you got a popsicle. I mean, how great is that? It's a perfect afternoon snack, right? I mean, just perfect. Now, once you've got the appropriate dose for the body weight down, I don't care what you mix it with. Mix it with cherry juice, mix it with water, mix it with orange juice, mix it with pineapple juice, mix and match, and then email me the recipe so we can share it with the group to see what works best. Fantastic on popsicles. Really, really great. It's a really great idea for kids, making the Beyond Tangy Tangerine into popsicles. I mean, how good is that, right? I mean, I wish I had that when I was a kid. For heaven's sake, awesome stuff. Now, it doesn't stop there. You can also put it in yogurt. Now, it's the same dosage, right? So a half a teaspoon, a teaspoon and a half, whatever. But if you're putting it into yogurt, of course, there's no liquid involved. And by the way, this is what yogurt looks like without the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, and this is what yogurt looks like with Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Looks like a little bit like milk of magnesia, kind of, sort of. Depends on how much you're putting, and it doesn't matter how much yogurt you put it into. You want to just modify that based on taste. So if you're just using a half a teaspoon, you put it in a little bit of yogurt. If you're using a 1 level scoop, put it in a pint. What I like to do as an adult is, I need 4 level scoops a day as an adult. So I put 2 scoops in 1 pint of yogurt in the morning, and then I'll put 2 scoops in my water in the afternoon, and there you go. But the amount of yogurt is irrelevant. Interestingly enough, the amount of yogurt is irrelevant. You just want to add yogurt to make it taste good, and then eat it down, and life is good. So these are 2 interesting ways to take the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Mix it as a popsicle in whatever you want. Appropriate dose, though. Dose has to be appropriate. Or throw it into yogurt in an appropriate dose. And right here are the dosages. Remember, we looked at this right here. So if you're going to put it into, if your child is 10 pounds, then you're going to give them a half of a teaspoon in yogurt. And I don't care how much yogurt you put it in. If they're 30 pounds, you're going to give them 1.5 teaspoons in yogurt, and I don't care how much yogurt you put it in. If you're making popsicles for a 40-pounder, you want to put 2 teaspoons into 14 ounces of water and make a popsicle out of that, or add some juice. 14 ounces of juice, I don't care. It's like that, okay? So mess around with different recipes for popsicles, mess around with different flavors of yogurt, and see what it is that your child likes best, because really, the more outside the box we go, the better it is, no kidding. And the whole key with getting kids to do this is it's got to taste good, right? The kids got to love the taste. And a little bit of experimentation at home will make a great deal of difference in how frequently your kids take the stuff, okay? Now, the next part of the Healthy Start Pack is the liquid calcium, and there's 2 ways to get the liquid calcium. Well, if you get the Healthy Start Pack, of course, you get the Osteo FX Plus, but there's another liquid calcium. It's called Cal Toddy. And whether you're using the Cal Toddy or the Osteo FX Plus, the dosage is the same. If you're 10 pounds, it's a teaspoon a day. If you're 20 pounds, it's 1.5 teaspoons a day. If you're 30 pounds, it's 2 teaspoons a day. And if you're 40 pounds, 2.5 teaspoons a day. And 50 pounds, 3 teaspoons a day. It's that simple. And of course, another way to kind of think about this is every 10 pounds you go up a half a teaspoon of the liquid, right? And it's okay to just slug the calcium down. You don't have to sip it slowly like the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. And it's okay to mix it with whatever else you want. You can mix it with whatever else you want. You can mix it with the Beyond Tangy Tangerine if you want. You can mix it with orange juice. Now, if you mix the Osteo FX Plus or the Cal Toddy with orange juice, it tastes exactly like a creamsicle. And I mean exactly like a creamsicle. And then you can freeze it, right? So the Cal Toddy or the Osteo FX Plus, dose appropriate, plus orange juice in a popsicle mold, I mean, it tastes exactly like a creamsicle. Mix it up with orange juice exactly like a creamsicle. Now, one of my favorites is Osteo FX Plus or Cal Toddy and the Z Radical. Z Radical is another liquid supplement that Youngevity has. It's really great. You can't drink too much of the Z Radical. There's no dose. If you're a little kid and you want to drink a whole bottle of Z Radical, be my guest. There's no upper limit that we're aware of for the Z Radical. All right? And if you mix either of the calcium, the liquid calciums, with the Z Radical, it's delicious. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Unbeknownst to me, I've been struggling with calcium deficiencies my entire life. From 5 years old until 45 years old, or 50, I'm struggling with calcium deficiencies because I didn't know any better. Until I met Dr. Wallach, I didn't know. And if I'd have had this stuff when I was a kid, it'd be a whole different physical body right now. It'd be a whole different thing. I'm telling you. So you just got to kind of fool around in the kitchen to see what it is that your kids love the most. But from my way of thinking, this combination right here of the Cal Toddy or the Osteo FX Plus plus the Z Radical is delicious. And I do it 1 to 1. It's 1 ounce to 1 ounce. But again, the dosage of the Z Radical is irrelevant. So you can use as much of it as you want in order to get your kids to do it. And, don't be afraid to make it into a popsicle or add other juices to it as an experiment to figure it out. Okay? All right. Now, the next thing on the list is the essential fatty acids, which are the fish oil capsules. It's the EFA Plus, and of course, they're the fish oil capsules. Right now, different kids have different experiences of the capsules. I've met people who have been with Youngevity forever, and they give their kids, as soon as they have teeth, the EFA capsules to chew on. They put the caps in their mouth, they pop them in their mouth, the kids think that's the greatest thing ever, and then they swallow it. And when they get used to doing that as a little kid, as like a toddler, and that's just what they know, then they're great. And I know I've met families that have bowls of EFA capsules on their table instead of M&Ms or candy or cookies. They've got bowls of EFAs, and the kids just go through and pop them in their mouths and pop them and chew them all day long. There's no harm and no foul in doing that. It's an acquired taste. And if you can start your toddlers off doing this, they're more likely to acquire the taste for that and then to keep at it. Okay? So if you've got toddlers, I would recommend you try to get the toddler to pop it in their mouth, chew it, pop it, and then swallow it. You can swallow the gelatin cap, swallow the liquid, and life is good. Of course, there's another way to do it. Well, here's the recommendation for the dosage. 10 to 30 pounds, it's 1 a day. 40 to 60 pounds, 2 a day. 70 to 100 pounds, 3 a day. And again, it's really difficult to overdo it with the essential fatty acids. Really, one of the things that happens if you do overdo it with essential fatty acids is your blood gets a little too thin. So what will happen is the child will start to bruise easily. And if you see your child bruising too easily, then you should cut back on their EFAs because they're probably sneaking them when you're not looking. Okay? But it's almost impossible to hurt yourself with an overdose of essential fatty acids. It's very, very difficult to do. I've never seen anybody do it. And I've been doing this for 24 years. But in any event, that's a telltale sign of too many EFAs is the child bruises easily, right? They, bump up against the staircase, and they've got a bruise on their arm. You've seen this in a lot of elderly people who are on Coumadin or warfarin. You know, they've got little bruises all over their body because their blood just doesn't clot, right? So, but this is the recommended dosage. 10 to 30 pounds 1 a day, 40 to 60 pounds 2 a day, and 70 to 100 pounds 3 a day. All right? Now, another way to remember this is every 30 pounds go up a cap. Okay? Now, you can pop them in the kid's mouth and have them pop them with their teeth and swallow the whole thing. You can also, right, just pop the capsules in their mouth and have them chew them. You can also skewer them with a pin. That's a nice little metaphor. You don't have to use a fish hook. But you can just skewer the capsule with a sterilized needle, squeeze out the juice into a spoon, and feed it directly to the child, or put the liquid on food. So you can put the essential fatty acid oil on whatever you want to put it on, and have the child eat it. And you can put it in stuff to mask the taste, or you can put it on stuff to add another taste sensation to whatever they're eating. Whatever floats the child's boat, you're going to have to experiment with that. If you get some gluten-free bread and put some butter and garlic on it, butter and garlic, I know it sounds crazy, but butter and garlic and then the EFA oil on top of that, it's delicious. I mean, it is delicious. Put EFA oil on popcorn. How about that? Now you have to put a little bit more, because it's not just going to be the kid that's eating the popcorn, you too, so you can overdo it with the EFA oil, but these are thinking outside the box methods. The best thing to do with children is to get them used to taking it. Now, another strategy for the capsules, right? The capsules, they're like footballs, okay? Another strategy is to put the capsule on the tongue. So if my finger would represent the capsule, okay? And it's kind of shaped like this, right? So you want to put the capsule on the tongue going this way, not that way. So if you put the capsule way back on the tongue, going this way, not this way, not this way, okay, this way, and then give the child something to drink, it'll go right down. Now these capsules are kind of big, so I prefer it when you're giving them to children to have the children pop them. Just put them in their mouth and pop them with their teeth and then swallow everything. Okay? They don't have to swallow the gelatin if they want. They can spit that out, but what the heck, swallow it. They can chew it up and swallow it, and there's no harm and no foul in doing that. Okay? You can also pierce the capsule with a pin, a sterilized needle, and squeeze the oil into whatever you want. And just remember, we're targeting a particular dosage, okay, of the EFAs for the kids. And gluten-free bread, garlic, butter, and the EFA oil is awesome tasting. Salt and pepper. Ha! Don't forget the salt and pepper. They'll love it. Okay? Now, the last thing I'm going to talk about tonight is selenium. You know, because if every girl in the United States took one selenium supplement a day, in one generation we'd eliminate breast cancer by 82%. It's a very important supplement. So we're going to talk about it here. And here it is. Very simple. 10 to 30 pounds, it's 1 a day. 40 to 60 pounds, 2 a day. 70 to 100 pounds, 3 a day. And that's it. Now, if every kid in the world did this, in one generation we'd eliminate breast cancer. We'd also go a long way towards eliminating colon cancer, prostate cancer, and lung cancer as well. Plus, we would be augmenting people's health in such a remarkable fashion that it wouldn't even be funny. Selenium is the greatest overlooked nutritional supplement of the 21st century. If I was allowed by law to just administer one supplement, it would be selenium. Well, yeah, it would be a toss-up between selenium and calcium. It would be hard for me to make a choice between the two, but luckily we don't have to do that because we can give the 90 essential nutrients, and that's what we do. All right? So, now, one last thing I want to say here. Oh, no, we're going to get into teenagers in a second here. I'm going to talk about teenagers next, okay? But listen, our entire position as holistic physicians is that the human body is endowed with a God-given intelligence. That at conception, the soul comes into the physical plane, and it's the intelligence of the soul in the cell of the human body, the fertilized egg of the human body, that tells the genetic material and everything that's in the fertilized egg how to develop and what to do. It is the intelligence of the soul force inside the body which orchestrates the trillions of automatic, autonomic, metabolic occurrences in your body every second of every day. And when the soul leaves the body at the moment of death, the body decays. It's the same biochemistry. It's the presence of the intelligence and the vital force of the soul in the physical body that keeps everything together and that makes everything happen. So, our fundamental position is that the human body knows how to fix itself, the human body wants to fix itself, and the human body just needs the raw materials necessary to fix itself. So, when your child is being nutrified their entire life, when for their entire life, starting at conception, your child's body has had all 90 essential nutrients every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, and they're not eating the 10 bad foods, well, guess what? They're going to be at the top of their class academically. They're going to be at the top of their class athletically. They're going to be at the top of their class artistically. And they're going to enjoy an extremely long life without any chronic disease. The greatest gift you can give to your child is the 90 essential nutrients every day. And when you do, your child is going to realize their genetic potential. We have the genetic potential to be 120. 120. And there are cultures that are getting close to that, but they did it by accident, right? The Vilcabambas, the Hunzas, the Bama people, the Sardinians. They're over 100 by accident. Now, if your kid starts now, I'm telling you, they're going to be like super kids. No kidding. Dial this in for your kids as soon as humanly possible, and step back and watch the magic of the human body unfold before your eyes. All right, now, teenagers. Ay, 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 ay. Teenagers. Need I say more? Check this out. Our youth now love luxury. They have bad manners, contempt for authority. They show disrespect for their elders and love chatter in place of exercise. They no longer rise when elders enter the room. They contradict their parents, chatter before company, gobble up their food, and tyrannize their teachers. I couldn't agree more. Everybody knows teenagers like this. You know who said that? Socrates. 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 What, it was 800 BC or something like that? Nothing new under the sun. Teenagers have always been pains in the you-know-what, and they're always going to be pains in the you-know-what. It's just baked into the cake. It's just how it is. However, habits die hard. So if you can start your children as toddlers, as infants and then toddlers, on the 90 essential nutrients and the diet, it's just going to be an automatic part of their life when they get to their teenage years, and they take showers and shampoo their hair, like they always did, they're going to continue to eat and take the essential nutrients like they always did. Now, however, if you're just getting into the game here and you've got teenagers and you need to develop and instill into your kids new nutritional habits, I have some ideas. How to make the horse lead to water drink. There's a number of ways you can strategize with your teenagers to get them to pound down the 90 essential nutrients. Okay? So, remember, one of the reasons, the main reason really, that for longevity's success is that the nutritional supplements produce results. They produce remarkable results most of the time. Dr. Wallach's recipes eclipse anybody else's. No other nutritional supplement company has Dr. Wallach's recipes. No other nutritional supplement companies have Dr. Wallach's knowledge base or his know-how. So guess what? The supplements produce results. Well, what does that mean? Well, that means you take the stuff, you feel better. You stop taking the stuff, you feel worse. Well, your teenager's not an idiot. So if you can just get them to take the stuff for 7 days, chances are they're going to notice a difference. Chances are they're going to feel better, and when they feel better or they'll look better, their acne's going to get better, whatever, something's going to improve. Your teenage daughter's menstrual cramps are going to disappear. They're going to get results. So I recommend you give them a 7-day experiment. You say, all right, look, you're going to take these nutritional supplements and stop eating these foods for 7 days. And at the end, on day 8, I'm going to give you a reward, whatever it is. Whatever's appropriate for your household, right? So they get to stay up late, they get to do a sleepover, they get to buy an Xbox game, they get to watch a movie or whatever. Whatever it is that is an appropriate reward for your kid, you dial that in. And give them 7 days to do the program, because usually a teenager within 7 days is going to feel different. Now once they feel different, you got your foot in the door and life is good, so you get them on the horse. And just like with the chores at home or whatever else it is that they have responsibilities to do, if they drop the ball and don't do it, then there's a penalty. Well, it's the same thing. You need to dial in the nutritional supplements as part of their daily routine, their daily responsibilities. And if they don't do it, there's a penalty, whatever it is. For goodness sake, how long does it take to throw down a couple of vitamins? Not long at all. How long does it take to do a shot of OsteoFX Plus? Not long at all. Okay? So, rewards and penalties is a very good way to instill a new habit in a teenager. But you as the parent have to hold their feet to the fire. You have to penalize them when they screw up, and you have to reward them when they do well. And if you don't, if you just give them a pass, this will not work. So you got to dial in a little tough love here. But really, after a month, they're good to go because they like how they feel when they do this stuff. Now, here's an interesting thing that you need not neglect. Right? Most teenagers get summer jobs. Most teenagers understand the value of money. Most teenagers understand that if they make more money, they can get a better car. They can get a better computer. They can get a better cell phone. They can get an upgrade to something that's the next best, latest, and greatest. Money makes the world go around. So show your teenager the business opportunity. Show them the company's business plan. Show them the company's business video. Show them the compensation plan. Find somebody in the longevity family who has a teenager who's doing the business and do a two-way phone call with them. Well, don't you be there, but have the kid call the other kid and have them talk amongst themselves. Hook them up with somebody in longevity who's a teenager working the business, and their jaw will be on the floor. Your child has no idea whatsoever. Your teenager has no idea about the business opportunity, zero. If they knew about the business opportunity, they would do it. Because it's easy. I mean, it's easy money. It is. So show your teenager the business opportunity and find someone in the longevity family who has a teenager who's already doing it and hook them up. Now, right? I mean, it's a family affair. Once what the whole family does, the whole family does. This again, Matt Tokoff's kids. I mean, if you make it a family thing, well, how cool is that? Right? You know, and then the whole family's into it, and they don't feel like they're weirdos, and holy smokes, I got $200 check this month, Dad, isn't that great? Well, yeah, that's great. And it gets better and better and better, right? So, rewards and penalties, business opportunity, results. Just get the kids to try it, and they're going to love how they feel. Now, there's one more thing that you can do with teenagers, because what do all teenagers love to do? Energy drinks, right? I mean, Red Bull, 5-hour energy, that other crazy stuff that's on TV. I can't even remember the name of it. Well, guess what? Longevity has healthy energy drinks. They've got the Rebound FX. Now, if your teenagers are into sports, you want to show them the video with Theo Ratliff. You want to have the health conversation with them about the energy stuff. You want to give them a couple of packets of the Rebound to take during their next hockey game, their next lacrosse game, their next soccer game, their next swim meet, their next football game, their next basketball game, their next baseball game, their next softball game, whatever they do. Tennis. Because when the child takes this instead of that crappy Gatorade, they will notice a difference, and so will the coach. So this is where sampling really makes a big difference, and teenagers suck this stuff up like nobody's business. And by the way, there's a brand new product line that's just entered longevity. It's not a new product, it's been around forever. It's called ACT. ACT, it's an energy drink. It's different than Rebound FX. It's an energy drink specifically. It's not intended for athletes. Rebound FX is intended for athletes. ACT Energy is intended to replace Red Bull and coffee. Okay? And ACT is also sold in cans. And when teenagers drink this stuff, it has an awesome taste. They love the energy boost that they get from it. It's healthy energy. And guess what? If they start selling it to their friends, they make money. And this beats a poke in the eye with a sharp stick for teenagers by a country mile. All right? Now, the ACT products used to be a separate longevity business, but they've married the two now. So you can sell ACT and buy ACT as part of your unilevel longevity business and get BV for it and get paid on it. It's not a separate and distinct line anymore. They merged the two together. So show your kids, your teenagers, the ACT videos. Get them a couple of samples of the ACT. Show them the business opportunity and teach them how they can make a couple of $100 a month or more by turning their friends onto all this stuff. I mean, imagine what would happen if your kid could turn the coach on to the Rebound FX, and then the whole team is doing it. And your child gets a piece of that every month. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay? So leverage the business opportunity, leverage the results that the products deliver, with your teenagers especially. And the best thing to do is to make this a family affair so that everybody in the family's involved, everybody's doing it, everybody's into it, everybody's having fun with it, and then it's a much brighter, better world. Okay? All right, folks. Thus ends the formal presentation. I don't have time to take questions tonight. And by the way, I'd like to kind of get into the habit. All right, I'll talk to the Trinies. Looks like the Trinies have some questions. I'll talk to the Trinies because I love the Trinies. But I'm getting into the habit here with these webinars of saving the health questions for the live chat. Because that's the best forum and the best format for the health questions is during the live chat. And we're going to start to have live chats at night. Okay? So check the schedule. We're going to be doing the live chats at night. Okay, Dr. G, this is Paula from Trinidad. Just had cyberknife surgery for cavernous angioma. Can you advise any special supplement to avoid any further bleeds? Looking forward to liming with you. All right, I get it. So, yeah, what I would do is the Z-Radical. I would do as many bottles of Z-Radical as you can afford, up to 8 bottles a month. And the secret sauce for this is the plant minerals. So I would do 4 bottles of plant minerals a month, in addition to the Healthy Start Pack. I would do an additional 4 bottles of the plant minerals a month and 4 bottles of the Z-Radical a month. And make sure you're doing 4 bottles of the selenium a month. So in addition to the Healthy Start Pack, 4 selenium, 4 Z-Radical, and 4 plant minerals a month. All right? Plus the diet. I don't even want to see you coming near fried food, Joseph. No gluten either. Okay? Check it out. Dustin in Salt Lake City, have a light case of MS. 5 lesions on my brain, 1 on my spine. Okay, so Dustin, you need to check out my webinar on that. I did a whole webinar about that. It all revolves around consumption of cholesterol. You got to eat lots and lots of cholesterol and do lots of antioxidants. A lot of cholesterol and a lot of antioxidants, okay? I did a whole webinar about that and it's archived, so check it out. The short answer is more cholesterol, 12 eggs a day, butter and salt, the anti-aging Healthy Start Pack, selenium, Z-Radical, and triple treat chocolate. Okay? All right, folks. No, the plant-derived minerals is just minerals. The Beyond Tangy Tangerine has minerals, vitamins, amino acids, and antioxidants. The OsteoFX Plus has minerals and calcium and a bunch of cofactors, magnesium and boron and phosphorus and other extra minerals to help the body metabolize the calcium. The essential fatty acids is just essential fatty acids, omega-3, omega-6, and omega-9. And the plant minerals is just minerals. That's all that it is. It's just the organic plant-derived minerals in a supersaturated solution. Okay? So the Healthy Start Pack is the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the white liquid calcium, and the fish oil, and the combination of these 3 gives you all 90 essential nutrients appropriate for body weight. Okay? All right, folks. Now listen, if you're a guest, if you hung out with me for the whole hour as a guest, good job. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. Now get with the person that invited you here, get your questions answered, and take your health back, for goodness sake. We recommend you get on the appropriate Healthy Start Pack and the appropriate diet for 90 days, 3 months. Give the 90 for life a try for 90 days and see if you can't notice a difference. If you don't notice a difference, I'll eat my damn hat. Give it a try, ladies and gentlemen. You don't know what you're missing. Until we meet in person, I remain your steadfast advocate for health, Dr. Peter Glidden. Thank you so much for your time. I'll see you all around campus and look forward to hearing you on the radio program tomorrow. Thank you so much. And again, check out the members area on the website. Check out the members area on your subscription. And remember, we have a special. You can get access to the subscriptions for 7 days for free. So if you have people in your downline who haven't signed up for a subscription yet, if you have people in your life who need to see this information, just go to the website, have them sign up for my free monthly newsletter. And when they sign up for the free newsletter, they'll have 7 days of free access to my webinars. So check it out. We're really pushing the information here because everybody's suffering needlessly, right? So this is a good opportunity to show everyone in your life who's needed to see this stuff, and it's for free for 7 days. So check it out, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see y'all on the radio show tomorrow. And in the future, I look forward to meeting you all in person. And again, let's give it up for Matt Tokoff for giving us those photos of his beautiful family. Thanks a lot, Matt. Keep up the good work. You're doing a fantastic job. I'll see everybody around campus. Dr. Glidden, over and out.